It happens.
Uh, yeah, it does. But when it happens in live podcast, that's not very good. Uh, Thankfully, millions, it continues the same episode, cutting into parts. So this whole thing will be still there on millions.co. But if you're following me on Facebook, you would see multiple feeds coming up every time a video restarts. So again, apologies for that. But yeah, let's uh, continue this conversation we were having. So when you were training with ISAC, I remember you and I we went to Delhi to Talkotara Stadium
Yeah,
for the Asian Open
yeah,
Championship, and it was a little funny because you and I were both good friends. We were somehow in the same bracket at the end of the day because both of us had taken part in all brackets and all four the gi our weight and open weight
wait,
and the
wait
no.
and open weight. Yeah,
Yeah, but the Nogi open weight was at the end of the day, and somehow we got put together in the semifinals. And you had just finished a match in another category, and they put you in against me. And
yeah.
what was going through your mind at that point?
Obviously, it's like you said, rightly mentioned. It's a bit awkward because we when we trained together and then we had to fight, and I think it was bronze or a silver match. I don't remember, but
It
um,
was a semi-final, so I think yeah, you then
yes,
went for bronze, yeah. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
importantly, Isaac Dell was the referee.
Exactly. That's like a coincidence, right? But
Yeah,
yeah, I remember Coach Isaac telling guys, fight, fight. We were
yeah,
so hesitant to kind of start the fight because I remember we used to spend a lot of time training together at that time, right? So
yeah.
it was a bit awkward, but again, it's a fight. So finally, I think we put together a bit heat and then started fighting, and finally you won the fight. So, but yeah, it's a bit of emotions there when you fight with your best friend.
I
So
mean, yeah,
yeah.
it was funny, and I know I knew you had a shoulder injury, you knew I had a back injury, and neither was targeting that, and we were just stalling to until he took off 1 point from each of us, and told
Each
us
one
that
of us,
he's
yeah,
going to hold
yeah.
the match. So, and at which point I
I
think
remember you
I
you took me down. You had a leg trip or something,
yeah.
coaching or something you did, and then fell down, and then from there you controlled throughout the fight. I believe I'm not
Yeah, that's
mistaken.
about it. That's the only thing I did in that match,
Yeah,
and we
pretty much
just
that's the only action we had in the match. We were just stalling it till the end of the fight, if I remember
yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, so for the audience members who are watching, it was a very, very boring fight. But yeah, I was feeling bad because you're a good friend of mine, and you had just come off a match. It was very unfair. You had
Yeah,
like what 10 seconds break between matches, which was a little ridiculous. But yeah,
yeah,
it was.
yeah. That's about 10, 15 seconds, and that's the thing, right? If you fight in all divisions, both
Mhm.
gi and no gi, that you got four different categories that you fight in, and then you'll be called from the left, and then you'll be called from the right for the fight, and each one after another. So it was crazy, but great experience, right? That's what make you strong on. So these experiences. I'm very glad we did that.
Yeah, and for those of you who haven't gone out to compete in other states, other cities, you should because it was very funny. I remember me, Ragesh, and Ranjan. We booked this very seedy hotel in the heart of Delhi railway station,
Yeah,
which was ridiculous. And I remember you and Ranjan, you wanted to roll, but the only place to roll was the bed, and you guys are rolling on the bed.
exactly.
But yeah,
Oh,
those are things.
I think the part of the reason that we wanted a role was to cut weight also.
Yes,
I think I
yeah.
was like 1.5 kgs over or something, and so I wanted to cut weight, and there is nothing else to do there. So we decided to roll, and it was fun. But yeah, that's only place that you got, right? Your bed. So it was a bit awkward, but yeah, it was fun.
But it definitely was a very good experience, and
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
that, Ranjit and his son couldn't stay in the same hotel with us because yes, we had booked a CD hotel, and they had to go to a
yeah,
safer area.
yeah.
That's okay.
Good
That's
memories,
how.
man. Good memories.
Yeah. So yeah, that was great. And just coming back to karate, one of the criticisms that karate has over the years is when tournaments happen, full contact karate is very very rare, especially in India. Is very
Yeah,
rare. And when you even look at the Olympic sport, the Olympic Games itself, in the final, I think one of the guys who won the gold medal was the guy who got knocked out because you're not allowed to
exactly.
get knocked out, and because full contact doesn't, uh, It is not allowed. At the same time, you
Yeah.
look at UFC and you have people like GSP, who was a karateka.
Vaibhav, can you hear me?
Ragesh, are you there? Hi, Ragesh, are you there? Can you hear me? Ragesh, can you hear me?